Today we're giving Matty a call. We're both an hour and a bit late. I was at the job centre, and I believe he's in the bath. Or he's gonna be in the bath. Yo, what's up?
Hello?
Hello? Are you in the
Hello.
bath yet?
What?
Are you in the bath yet?
Nah, it's still pouring.
Oh.
I've got a giant chicken leg in my hand right now.
Why?
Just one, because I like to try the carnivore diet, so I'm just eating nothing but meat. So I'm just like scoffing down massive bits of like steak and chicken all day.
Yo, I'm kinda going through the same thing right now, eating lots of sausages and eggs, things like that. Although I'm eating carbs at night to help me sleep. I wake up starving. How's it going? How's it going for eating lots of meat?
Wait, you have good way of quality chicken. What's that say again?
I'm saying, how do you feel
Oh,
for
he's just dead now.
how do you feel for eating
Well,
all
the
that meat?
thing,
Yeah.
the thing is that I came back from a holiday. I've been drinking like every fucking day, and I've been like vomiting like in the morning and shit. I was like, I gotta get myself healthy.
What the
So I was
fuck?
like, oh, I was like, so I'll do a carnivore diet. But then the problem with that is that I've came back to an empty flat. I've got no job. For like, I'm starting my new job on like tomorrow. So I've been in my flat for a week with like no job, no friends because everyone's working, and fuck all to do. So I just drank and snotted cat. So like, I hardly can be like, oh yeah, I feel great because I don't, because I wake up hungover every day. So I'm looking forward to having a job and something to do. So like. I know usually I have like projects to work on, but like none of them I can start until I start this job. So it's like
Need money for it. Is that
my finances are in the gutter.
yeah.
Fucking,
Actual same man. It's good waking up and just like getting leathered though. That's good for
well,
a while.
hmm.
It's a good goal to have for a
Actually,
while. Like
I should have
I'm
ate my
gonna get
chicken
so
first.
fucked
So,
up today.
what was that?
It's a good goal to have for a while. Like I'm just gonna get fucked up for a bit until I get a job. And now you're eating
Yeah.
better, which is good. You say you've got
Hmm.
soup. You got a chicken leg and soup.
Soup? What?
Did you say soup? What are you drinking?
No, just one chicken leg. It's pretty fucking big though. I mean, it's a pretty big chicken leg. Like, nah, my stomach shrunk to fuck when I was traveling. Like, so now I'm just kind of
Oh,
like, it's hard to eat big meals now. It's nice to be eating like actual food again, though. Uh, no, yeah, because like, uh, yeah, I need to try and get my life. I'm just waiting for university to start, you know. So I'm like, ugh.
Shit, I didn't know you were going to uni. What are you doing?
Politics, history, and psychology,
Oh,
and then you have to specialize in one after a year, obviously.
you said you were getting into politics, so are you choosing that one? Do you think?
Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to go for. Yeah, there's a politics, international relations, and psychology thing you can do that I want to
Oh,
do.
why'd you want to do that?
Because like I've always said, like, if you want to fix something, fix it yourself. And I'm always walking around going, this country's a shithole. This is like the worst country in the world. And it is the worst country in the world. I fucking hate this place. And I'm like, you know what? You don't fucking complain about it. Fix it then. As opposed to just
Yeah,
walking around moaning about it all the time. So if you're going to complain about something, then go and try and fix it. So all right, fuck it then. Because YouTube's dead. Movies are dead. I sit on like YouTube or the TV and not a single thing interests me. I think it's just like done. I think it's like the short attention spans that China have instilled in us with their TikTok app, fucking KGB-esque fucking infiltration programs. Well, our attention span's fucked and nothing's good and played out and like well made anymore. So I'm just gonna. I genuinely like can't even be asked watching TV or that anymore. I want to do something external.
I watch the odd thing, but most things I could not care less about. Like that content's not for me. It's dead to me as well. So just
Yeah,
make your own
I watch.
things. You know, make your own content. It's at least more fun to do than watching someone else's. Pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I just want to like I just want to. I want to be omnipresent. I want to be everywhere all the time. I want to go to like every country.
You're
I
still,
think-
you're still on ketamine. You're still
I wish I could have like a nah. I don't think I want. Maybe I'm on a bit of care.
I wanna
I
be
want to have
everywhere at once.
like hundreds of me, but then I'm the center of Hive Mind to experience their experiences and send them all off to different parts of the world. I want to travel everywhere at the same time.
You were born at the wrong time. Too early, you think? Just a little bit.
I like the outside world. Everyone's locked indoors. Everyone's watching Netflix. Everyone's
Imagine,
like
imagine you were just born, right? You weren't born like a baby, but you were actually born into the machine, you know, that comes in the future, the hive mind. Imagine you're just like born into that, and that's. Would you prefer that? Do you think?
prefer it.
Yeah, because then you could have
I'm
100
very,
of
like-
you. You take it over from the inside. You know, you don't let it get to you.
I don't think I would upload my mind to the machine. I think I would like if it came now. Like I think I want to stay in the real world. I don't know about the Dyson sphere, fucking like power in a simulation for eternity, and we can live in paradise. I just don't. I've seen too many dystopian outcomes in my head to like justify the chance. Like
I'm quite attached to here, I think. I can't imagine what it would be
It's
like
that-
living in something like that.
well, it's that whole thing. You know, in Star Trek when they like send somebody away somewhere with the beam, and they say like, "Oh, if they rearranged atoms, it's still the same person." Now people's like, "Nah, it's probably not." It's like, how do you know you're even the same consciousness when you're uploaded to the machine, or and you're not just a bunch of code that's like used to replicate you?
Yeah, yeah. It's like printing off two JPEGs and being like, right, that sheet of paper with that one on it and that sheet of paper with that, they're the same, but they're not. There's two of them. How can they? Yeah. There's different atoms have been rearranged. Is there any continuity of consciousness or person?
But even people, like every 10 years, every atom in your body's different. So what the fuck is you? Awesome, eh?
I'm Steven. Hello. Hello. I sit at a desk. For
When
a
I
few
eat
hours.
when I eat this chip,
That's me.
what's that?
I identify with sitting at a desk for a few hours a day. That's about it. That's me.
When I eat this chicken leg and it becomes me, am I the chicken leg or does the chicken leg me?
I think the chicken leg becomes you. It's no longer chicken leg.
That sounds more plausible, sure.
It sounds better the other way around though. Like you become the chicken leg. I like that.
Pickle leg.
Yeah. To have like 3 legs. 2 Matty legs and 1 chicken leg. You won't be able to tell the difference from the outside. They'll be mixed.
I don't know. I really think though, you know, I spent a lot of my childhood worrying about psychedelics and gods and like reality. And after a while, after like a few years, I came to the conclusion that I don't know any more than I knew 3 years ago when I was trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, same.
And honestly, as much as it's fun to think about, like, I don't know, it's not really like, eventually, who fucking cares? Like, because no matter what, how much you try and work out like these, I don't know how you explain it, like consciousness, like nobody's any closer to figuring it out than we were like fucking a million years ago.
It seems like some people in every generation, or maybe most people, go through some sort of existential crisis at some point, and they chip away at that sort of little bit that's out there that drives you crazy of knowing. But then everybody ends up going like, woofed, there's no point. And then they get over their crisis point, their midlife crisis or whatever, and they just didn't care anymore about that shit. They're like, usually they come back to like, oh, it's family or legacy or something like that. It's way more important than just like worrying, I think was the way you described about thinking about all those things. Because it does feel like worry,
Yeah,
even though it's just thought.
I mean,
It's weird.
yeah, I mean, I must admit, I'm very big on the like
Big on.
it's a very conservative idea nowadays, which is like, you know, I don't know. So it's like, it sounds like a really good, decent way to live, as opposed to being selfish and running around like just doing what you want and not helping the world. But nowadays that seems to be quite a conservative right-wing idea, which is strange. So
What idea was that? Sorry, I think I missed the actual idea on this end.
The idea that like to live in light, a lot of it is just like I don't even know this is necessarily like morality is somewhat subjective, I suppose, but it seems to be that the happiest way to live for you, everyone else around you, and the world as a whole is to just be like a hard-working, decent man or woman that provides for your family and tries to do your best for your peers around you, and that's for some reason become quite a conservative idea, which is like really strange.
What would be the opposite of that, do you think?
Being selfish and not contributing anything to those around you. You know,
Do you think that would be like
really,
that,
which I do think is actually become quite a lefty idea as well, because it's it's like, oh, I don't need like a family, like I'm going to go have a career and I'm going to just sexual liberty and that, and then as an individual you have the right to do that, but it never usually ends up with you being very particularly happy if you don't have any decent like social structure. You know, you get to like 60, you have no decent social structure around you. You're like ready to retire now, so your career's gone. You have nothing like to show for your life except maybe money.
Then you become
going to do most billionaires would trade in their money for youth.
That's when you become a ball popper. You know those people that pop balls when kids kick balls into a garden and it gets popped by the owner. You're like, I fucking hate fun.
Yeah,
That's when you become a ball popper. You focused on your career and you got nobody around you at the end. That's it, I think.
Oh shit, we my bathroom to overflow. Holy shit.
Oh fuck.
By like literally like 1 inch and it would have like started overflowing.
If you get in it, it'll go everywhere. I like that idea. You should get in it. How's the temperature? What's the temperature check?
I had one that I think. Wait, are we still connected? Yeah.
Always.
I had one in particular I think you would enjoy. So I was like, the first night of my travels, I got to Brussels in Belgium. And I got to this, I just landed with like no plans whatsoever, like no fucking like nothing booked or that. Eventually I got this hostel for the night, and I went into this room, and I had never stayed in a hostel before, even though I've travelled a lot, but always on Airbnbs and shit. So this girl's like fucking. So I went in, and I didn't know that they had like mixed gender like dormitories. I was like, oh shit, wait, women sleep in the same room as you? That's mental.
It's usually bunk beds as well.
So I noticed yeah. So it's actually not that. You get used to it after a while. Like it's quite kind of, you know, like you usually get curtains around your bed as well. And I mean, there was a few times it was really hot. There was a few times it was really hot. You woke up and seen a few arses like fucking like hanging at you, like you were like, oh okay, like this is why I couldn't stay in dormitories, like. But like no, so
to peek at arse in the middle of the night. What the fuck?
In this one, it was So in this one though, it was good because I had like curtains around your bed and shit. You could hide yourself. Nice. And like this girl came in. And she was like from America and shit. And like I was already getting drunk with this one guy in the dorm room, and we were just like talking. Like, oh yeah, ketamine, yeah, I fucking love ketamine, yeah. Oh, I was like, and then I guess the point where I was like, you know, I'm used to not to suck my own dick, but I've like interviewed some pretty fucking cool people in the psychedelic community and spoke to some cool people and shit. So I'm like, you know, I'm going to probably like name drop here, see if she knows what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, you know, like you know Terence McKenna, yeah. Oh yeah, you know his brother. She's like, his brother. I just spoke to his brother.
Dennis.
I'm like, what? She's like, I was on the phone with him like 2 hours ago. I work with him at UC Berkeley. I'm like, what the
hell?
Fuck are you? Wait, why on? She's like, yeah. I teach classes on psychedelics at UC Berkeley. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You teach classes, and then fucking, and I'm like, oh, Alexander Shulgin. She's like, oh, I had dinner with him. What the fuck?
What the hell?
I'm like, you tell that bastard Dennis McKenna that I want my fucking interview he promised me 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And I think she did.
Off.
So now when I go to America next year, I can meet all these fucking people.
Do it. You should all go to a hostel together. You should do like a weird trip. You just want an interview with him, right? Like something like while he's in the bath or something.
That was the plan. Yeah, the plan was to do an interview. Yeah.
Yeah.
But also as well, there was I met these four Navy guys.
Shulgin.
This isn't as crazy. This is so pretty crazy though.
Is this still in
Belgium? We were
Belgium?
drinking and shit.
What's that? Still in Belgium, this part.
Yeah. She was friends with these guys, And I was like talking to all these Navy guys and like shaking their hands and how you doing? And then like I think they're going to come over to Scotland at some point, meet up with me. And
Oh.
I went on their Instagram the next day, and, and like a month ago they were shaking hands with Joe Biden. I was like, what the fuck?
So they went from like crushing his hand to your hand, or were you first?
Yes, I'm never going to wash this hand again.
God damn.
Joe Biden.
You've got the new Corona variant. That's what you've got now. Stay away.
Yeah, what is Corona that he's got? Fuck.
I
But you
don't
know,
know.
Jordan Peterson always says like you're one person away from like a million people. It really wasn't fucking kidding. When you like
Shit.
go to meet people, man, you meet some fucking crazy people. Like,
Always a few steps away from someone nutty.
and
Did you
and
go
then
on?
this Australian guy, like,
Did you go on a multi?
What's
Did you go on like a multi-string trip, or was this just Belgium and home, or did you go to a few places recently?
oh no, I
Like,
went to like
I don't know about.
I went to
this.
like 10. I went to like 10 countries in like 2 weeks.
What the fuck?
I went with 15 days. I think it was about something like that.
When was that?
Yeah.
When was that? And
on-
so you
I
got
just,
back
I just
from.
got back like 5 days.
Oh, and then you weren't feeling great.
No,
Cool.
on the ninth day, I think I'd been to like 7 countries. Yeah, I just kind of tore through a continent. I landed with like it was supposed to be £1,000. It was supposed to be more than 1,000. By the time I landed in Belgium, I probably had like 450. I got my flight. I got a one-way ticket to fucking Brussels, and I got there, and I had like nothing booked, like at all.
Oh.
Not even a hostel or anything. And I was like, let's just. My plan was to try and get to Athens in Greece. I wanted to go through the Balkans because I've never been there before. But then when I got to like, my whole thing was like, I'm going to be open with my plans. I want to like be free and just do what I want. I don't want to like be strict. So when I got to Prague, I kept in Szczecin. I stayed there for like 2 nights because I love Prague. It's a great city. And then like, I just like I met up with this Welsh guy, and every time I like left him and said goodbye, like a day or two later, like the next day or the day after, he'd be like, "Oh, I'm in the country you're in." So I kept meeting up with this
What the
same
hell?
Welsh guy, and getting on it.
What the
And we
fuck?
ended up like meeting the guy, and within like 4 days, we had been in 3 countries together. And we're fucking like, it was great. Like,
Shit, that could have
and
turned
then
into like a serial stalker type thing. But
no,
no.
it was no. It was just like we're just like in the same kind of areas, and that it was cool. Like,
No,
so
I think
we're good
that
mates
is
now.
cool. That is cool. What's his name?
And it's Cameron.
Cameron. Okay, just for future.
But and
How's Cameron?
What?
In the future, I can be like, how's Cameron then?
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
And then what was it? Eventually, wait, am I still in my bath? I took my bath, and then
I got you a towel
I
just
want.
in case you needed it.
Wait, one. There we go. Hell yeah, they were talking, baby. Yeah, so then what was it? When I got to Vienna, I partied with Cameron and he left, and then I tried to go to Slovenia. It was a Sunday, and it was all fucked. And I was kind of lonely in Vienna because Cameron only actually stayed with me that night because I was like supposed to be meeting him, and then he wasn't going to stay anyway. And I was like, oh, this is kind of shit. Like, I'm like, Vienna's not really good for partying. Vienna's kind of boring, to be honest with you. I was in Vienna during the weekend, and it was boring. Like, it's no Budapest or that. So he left, and then I couldn't get my train to Slovenia. So then I called him. I was like, I don't know what to do. And he was like, just come to Budapest with me. So then I went to Budapest and met him, which is fucking sick. And then partied there for 2 days. And then when I got to Budapest, I was like, how am I going to get home now? Like, because I'm kind of like, I'm doing like 300 odd quid. Like, I should probably start worrying a bit. So I flew to Bulgaria and stayed at a place I've not been since I was 7, Sunny Beach, for like 3 days, and just like lied on the beach and drank and like done a lot of weird shit. Went to the oldest.
It's okay.
I went to one of the oldest towns in Europe.
Where's that?
Nesibar in Bulgaria. It's like a really, you can get a boat to it from Sunny Beach.
Is it on the east coast? Or is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Black Sea.
Oh, on the Black Sea, cool. I'm looking at the map now. Where was it?
And then...
Where's Vienna? Is that Italy?
Vienna, that's Austria. Capital Austria.
Oh, wow.
And then my dad was like, Matty, I'll get you your accommodation if you go to Istanbul because you're going to love Istanbul. And I was like, fuck yes, I'm going to go. I want to go. I want to see the Hagia Sophia. It's one of my dreams is to see the Hagia Sophia.
What's
so I was
that?
like, okay, yeah, I'm doing that. What's that?
Hagia Sophia. Is that a wonder out of that game?
It's a church that Justinian built during the Byzantine Empire.
Oh yeah, it's got the 4 spikes on the corners.
And if you go on my Instagram, you can watch a video where there's 2 separate like mosques. There's that mosque, because it's not a mosque because the Ottomans took over, and there's a blue mosque. And the blue mosque and the Hagia Sophia like sing to each other at night time. It's fucking amazing. And you can go inside and watch them do their prayer and stuff like that to listen. And it's like, I mean, I'm not trying to say I'm exactly Islam's #1 fan, but you've got to respect other cultures. It's fucking astounding to watch. Like, it's a really weird city because you're sat in a bar drinking alcohol, talking to like people, smoking a cigarette. But like you can, if you look up over the building you're sat, you can see this giant mosque, and you can hear Allah. It's like deeply religious Muslim faith city, but with alcohol and fucking smoking, and it's a very confused city. It doesn't know what it wants to be because it's literally the bridge between Asia and Europe. You know, that part of the world. It's a tiny little. The city's based on this little landmass that's a bridge between Asia and the Middle East and Europe. So it's like this weird confliction of like different ideals. It's fucking sick.
It's kind of strange to see them be tolerant of like alcohol.
Well, there's 1 million cats in the city as well. Everywhere you go, there's a cat like sitting somewhere because Muhammad liked cats apparently. So when the Ottomans took over Constantinople, they brought loads of cats with them.
What a bro! What a bro!
Which, to be fair, that puts Muhammad up in my fucking my list a wee bit. You know what I mean? Like it's an
animal lover.
Like,
yeah, animal lover. That's on his Tinder bio. Would probably be a good one for that. Puts him up for me.
I mean, but you can't because then you'll get stabbed. You can't depict Muhammad, can you?
No, you can't. It's just no images. He would get no matches, I think. Yeah, it would suck.
He would get no matches, yeah, because he's not got any matches.
Yeah. Be like, was this a bot? It's the bot farm. I can hear your water. I can. In a good way.
Minecraft.
Yeah, every now and again I'm just like, oh, he's moving a leg.
I just got in, man. I just got in.
Oh, I see. What's your bath filled with?
Water.
Oh, that's a good base. Go on, tell me about your ketamine trip today.
Oh, I just fucking woke up. Like, so I got 2 grams of ket last night, and I was like, I'm gonna like take the ket, crush it up, and light Minecraft with it. And then I like snorted like the word Minecraft. I think I snorted half of it last night.
Oh, you
Eventually, I was like, I better go a bit.
You actually spelled Minecraft with the drugs.
Yeah, if you go to Instagram, it's on my story like now, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, wait, you might not.
I'm on Instagram right now.
Oh, I mean, if you've not got me, then you might not be my close friends. My close friends story. I will send you a picture of it.
Okay, no problem.
It's on my Twitter as well. It's definitely on my Twitter.
Sex symbol, fashion icon, wet dream, YouTube genius, grounded and down to earth. I can't disagree.
So that's the joke. It's the joke. Is that the first 4? Is that complicated? I feel like people don't get that. I feel like it's a really obvious joke, but a lot of people like don't understand that it's satire.
Once they get to know you, they'll definitely disagree with the first, second.
The first the first 4 things are intentionally egotistical, and then the last thing says grounded and down to. That's the joke.
Yeah.
But I feel like people don't get that, and they just go, "Oh, what an asshole!"
I don't think people look
that's
into
the joke. That's the fucking what?
They don't look into it.
But is it not obvious? Is it not just like? I guess like one. I don't know. I don't.
Those who care.
Really obvious, like.
It's obvious to people who are. Say some folk will go out looking to hate already, and they'll not even give you the time of day for a laugh. They'll not humour your joke. You know what I mean? They'll just see the fact you're trying to be jokey as egotistical in the first place, which validates the first 4 or whatever. I don't know. Some folk are strange. I think it's a joke. I validate it. I like it.
I don't mind stupid people. I just don't like stupid people very much.
Even at the end, it's like self-absorbed. So it's yeah, all a joke.
That's
Well,
the thing, like,
why do you have so
when I
many
was young, it was
underscores? Why do you have underscores before Matty and after it?
what one is that one? Is it on the second? I don't know, man.
Oh yeah,
Because
oh yeah, you have another account.
because the name Matty wasn't available. I just wanted Matty.
Oh, it's because this one's all like pictures of you. It's got like Photoshop shoots. I think this one you've got like a was that a toothpick in your mouth? I like your hair in that one. It's like actual wild.
Oh, I
Say that again?
had a haircut now.
Yeah, I got robot
That was when
too.
I got my brand new.
Oh.
I cut in tonight. Oh, I cut my beard too short. I'm on a new job tomorrow, and there's fit girls that work there, and I don't want. I don't want to think that I've got a baby face. I want my beard. I genuinely, not even joking, went and got a skincare like face product because apparently if you clean your pores, your hair goes in faster. And I was like, that's fine. Not that it's not so much to what you call it. I was kind of wanting to try it anyway to see like how it works. That's what I was gonna say. That was what I was gonna say earlier though. Instagram and like showing off and all that. And you kind of like get sick of it, and you're like, it's just like it's fake and blah blah blah. And when I was younger, yeah, I was like, oh, I don't want to fucking like, I'm not going to use Instagram to like show off. But the thing is, like, everyone's doing it, and if you just acknowledge that that's what it's for, then it's kind of fine. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
trying so hard to be like, I won't show off. I'm humble. Is you almost kind of unintentionally trying to show off? Like, look at me. I'm too cool to care. Well, no, you do care then. That's why you're putting so much effort. And then, like, everybody wants to be liked. Everyone wants to get so much from my attention in some way. Like,
I think you're right. It's some people just do the counterculture thing. They don't accept it in some way. Maybe because I don't know, for reasons, you know. I
yeah,
battled with it for a while, you know, like one of the first things I didn't like seeing was loads of girls appearing on the feed. I'm just like they're taking a picture every day of the week, you know, like getting dressed up as if they're going out to the fucking weekend. But then they show up for school or whatever work and it's different. It's like I know you're in real life. This is weird that you do that when you go home. When you work it out. But then after after that you realise that like they're enjoying it. It's kinda weird. It's like it's a hobby. Looking good. It's part of self-grooming, experimenting with your like sort of outlook, like how people see you. Some people didn't date till they're like older, so it just looks a bit weird on them. But you should be able to do what you want when you want with your image throughout your life and show it off. People obviously like looking at it.
I suppose with those people, like, yeah, when you do get certain guys and girls that just post the same kind of image,
yeah, those
and
get
like
on my
the same,
tits. If they're all the same,
yeah,
yeah.
and it's one of the things where it's like you're not actually providing any content. I'm just not going to like this. I've got loads of friends, guys and girls all over the world, and people in Glasgow and stuff. And like, if they post a picture that's interesting, I'll give it a like. But honestly, I don't give selfies likes. I don't because I don't like them. Like I know what you look like. I don't really care. Even if I don't know how to explain it. Like I just don't find them particularly interesting. If you're into fashion and you post cool outfits, then that's different. Like if you're posting an outfit and it's cool, I might be more inclined to like it because you might have actually done something that's somewhat artistic by putting an outfit together. But just a picture, a selfie, I don't fucking care, man. Maybe I'll like it if I'm trying to get in your DMs, but that's about it. Like.
That's about it, I think. I think like a lot of it depends what you're on social media for in the first place. Like some people like looking at their pals and saying, "Oh, you look good, girl," for whatever reason. It's not why I'm on there, and it's not why I'm friends with that person. But so it still tends to show up.
Right. I've started commenting on my female friends. He's like when they update their profile picture, I'll comment like a bath emoji.
A little sick emoji.
But they know what I'm like, so they don't get offended. They
Yeah. It's your way. It's your way of saying
funny.
you noticed. Yeah, and but this is
You know,
is
like
how.
they find the girls are a lot less intimidating and a lot less like that was fine. Like I
You
lost complete connection.
you cut in there and out for me. I heard girls are a lot less
Hello?
intimidating. Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh damn. You still there?
Okay, now yeah.
Yeah, I think my internet's a bit loopy. We had new neighbours for a while, and I gave them the password because they didn't have the internet moving in, and instead of getting their own internet, they decided to move out. So they're still using ours, but should change password. You still there? I haven't heard any washing, by the way.